Hi everyone. In last class we have discussed about the refraction through the glass slab, and we also calculated what is formula for the shifting when the light passes through the glass slab. Now we will discuss something called total internal reflection, which is again one more important concept for our competitive exams. So we know that when the light travels from a denser medium to rarer medium, this I will take it as the denser medium, and this is what the rarer medium. So when light travels from denser to rarer medium, we know that so it will bend away from the normal. It will bend away from the normal. So here R is greater than I. So if you want deviation is R minus I. Okay. But if you go on increasing the angle of incident, what will happen? The angle of refraction also go on increasing. As you increase angle of incident, angle of refraction also go on increasing. So, but for a particular angle, in the denser medium, this is what rarer medium. What will happen? The angle of refraction will become 90 degree. So this angle of incidence in a denser medium, for which angle of refraction is 90 degree, is called as critical angle. It is called as critical angle. We should mention in denser medium. It is angle of incidence in denser medium for which angle of refraction is 90 degree in rarer medium. Okay. So suppose if you increase angle of incidence more than critical angle, what will happen? Obviously angle of refraction will again increase, so your ray will reflect back in the same medium. So suddenly what will happen? Refraction will shift to the reflection. Okay. So this phenomenon is called as what? Total internal reflection, or TIR. Okay. Then what are the conditions for this TIR? Condition for this TIR is ray should travel from denser to rarer medium. Okay. So similarly, another condition is that the angle of incidence should be what? It should be greater than angle of critical angle. Okay. So angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle. Okay. Critical angle, that is C. Okay. So these are the two conditions for total internal reflection has to take place. Now we will calculate what is the formula for critical angle. Okay. Suppose a ray of light traveling from denser medium, if angle of incidence is equals to critical angle, so angle of reflection will become what? 90 degree. Okay. So this you can take as N1 and this you can take as N2. So N1 is greater than N2. That means light traveling from denser to rarer medium. Okay. Now apply Snell's law here. If you apply this Snell's law, so what will happen? N1 sin I equals to N2 sin R. So N1 denser refractive index of denser medium, and angle of incidence is equals to what? Critical angle. So sin C is equals to N2. So sin R is what? Sin 90 degree. Okay. So what will happen now? N1. So I will write here only. So N1 sin C equals to N2 sin 90 means 1. So it will become only N2. So sin C equals to N2 divided by N1. This is what the formula for critical angle, or you can write that sin C equals to N2 is what? N2 is refractive index of rarer medium. So you can write that refractive index of rarer medium divided by N1 is what? Refractive index of denser medium. So N denser medium. Okay. So if suppose this is some known refractive index N, and this if you take it as A, so A will become refractive index will become 1. So sin C will become what? Sin C will become, regular medium you are taking A, and denser medium you are taking some known refractive index. So this is also what the general formula for a critical angle, or you can write C equals to sin inverse of 1 by n. Okay, so this is what the formula for critical angle, sin inverse of 1 by n, or if you want refractive index is 1 divided by sin C, or n equals to cosine of C. Okay, so this is what the critical angle. If angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, what will happen? Total internal reflection will take place. Okay, now suppose if you want to connect this with the wavelength lambda, so what you can write? You can write, say, n equals to, sin C equals to 1 divided by n. Okay, and we know that the refractive index is what? Refractive index is inversely proportional to lambda. Okay, so if refractive index is inversely proportional to lambda, so critical angle is what? Directly proportional to lambda. Okay, that means if lambda is more, critical angle is also what? More. For example, suppose if a ray of light incident, say some angle, okay, so or you can take it as for some critical angle, if white light incident, suppose green light is just grazing, means if green light is making 90 degree, they may ask what are the colors come outside here, means what are the colors refract, not reflect. Okay, so we know that with geom. Okay, so as you move from here to here, what will happen? Wavelength increases. We know that as wavelength increases, critical angle will also what? Increases. Okay, if you take this one, if G is having critical angle, so for blue and for violet or indigo, critical angle is what? Critical angle is less than C. So all these rays will what? Reflect. What are those rays? They are violet, indigo and blue. After green, yellow, orange, red are there. Their wavelength is more than green. If their wavelength is more than green, so their critical angle is also more than whatever critical angle for green color. So these rays will not get total internal reflection. So these yellow, orange, red will get refract. Why they are not reflecting? Because their critical angle is more than the critical angle for green light, because their wavelength is more. So wavelength is more means critical angle is more. So what will happen? These rays will just refract. Okay, so these kind of questions they may ask based on the wavelength. What are the colors coming outside, or what are the colors just going into a total internal reflection? Okay, so similarly, if you want some standard critical angles for glass critical angle is say 42, and for water critical angle is say 49, and for diamond critical angle is say 24 degree. Okay, so some standard critical angles you have to remember, and based on that we can solve many problems. We will see that. So in total internal reflection, if you talk about the deviation, here when there is no TIR, so deviation is what? Deviation is R minus I. So if there is the total internal reflection, so deviation will become what? If this is angle of incidence, this is also angle of incidence, so deviation will become what? Pi minus 2I. Okay, so if I want to plot the graph of deviation versus angle of incidence for total for refraction and reflection together, so what will happen? We know that n1 sin r equals to n2 sin r. Okay, so deviation is what? Deviation is say r minus I. So we have to find the r from here. From this one, r will become what? Sin r is equals to n1 by n2 sin I. So r equals to sin inverse of n1 by n2 sine I. Okay, so deviation will become what? Deviation will become r means sine inverse of n1 by n2 sine I, so minus I. So if you want to plot the graph of deviation versus, if you want to plot the graph of deviation versus angle of incidence with this formula, it is complicated. So instead of that, if we go with these two formula, first we have to plot the graph for delta equals to r minus I. After that, we have to plot the graph for delta equals to pi minus 2i. If I plot the graph for this one, delta equals to r minus I, so what will happen? So maximum, still where it will, this formula applicable, maximum till if I equals to c, still that point the delta equals to r minus I will applicable. So still that, if you apply that one, so what will happen? The curve will get like, so you will get the curve like this. Okay. So at this point, it is equals to critical angle C. For critical angle C, what is the angle of refraction? Angle of refraction is 90 degrees. So what is the deviation here? Deviation here is r minus I. It is r minus I. So for r minus I, so r is pi by 2 minus I. R is pi by 2 minus I. Okay. So after this what will happen? Formula will get changed. Formula will become what? Pi minus 2i. So for pi minus 2i, what will happen? The graph will suddenly sit here. Okay, this is what your pi minus 2i. You may ask then, what is this? Why this shift is taking place? You know here, delta is what? Delta is pi by 2 minus I. Here, suddenly, immediately after it crossing the C, immediately after it crossing the critical angle, what will happen? Delta will become what? Pi minus 2i. Okay. So, if you take 2 here, delta equals to, if you for this one, if you take 2 outside, so this will what happen? 2 will come outside, so this will become pi by 2 minus I. That means suddenly the deviation will become 2 times this deviation. Okay, so that is why there is a gap in the graph. Okay, or if you want to take an example, suppose critical angle is 45 degrees. So what is the deviation? Deviation is 90 minus 45. So you will get deviation as 45 here. Here you will get the deviation as 45. Suppose if angle of incident will become, suppose angle of incident will become say 45.001. If you little increase the angle of incidence, so what will happen? Deviation will become pi minus or 180 minus 2 times 45.001. So that is 180 minus, this will become what? This will become 90.002. So 90.002 means this will become what? This will become 89.998. Okay. So see the deviation. Here deviation is what? 45. Here deviation suddenly will become what? 89.998 means almost equal to the 90 degree. Means it is 2 times the angle of deviation for angle equals to 45. Okay. So this is why there is a gap. If little you increase the angle of incidence, so what will happen? So angle of deviation is increasing a lot. It is becoming double. So that is why you can directly take C here. Okay. So after this, if you look at the equation, delta equals to pi minus 2i. You can see here it is just like a straight line with a negative slope. So what will happen? Your graph will decreases. So when angle of incidence will become equals to say pi by 2. When angle of incidence become equals to pi by 2, what will happen? So pi minus 2 pi by 2. So this will become what? Deviation will become pi minus 2 pi by 2. 2 will get cancelled. So deviation will become 0. So this is what angle of incidence equals to pi by 2. So this is what the graph. Okay. Now question arises: what is the use of this graph? Sometimes they give the refractive index of the medium. They will ask you to number of angle of incidences for a given deviation. Suppose this is a graph. This is what you will see. So this is going to be what? Pi by 2 minus c. So at this point, so this is what pi by 2 and this is what pi minus 2c. Okay. if refractive index of medium is say root 2, if refractive index of medium is say root 2, so what will happen? For deviation equals to 30 degree, for deviation is equal to 30 degree, what are the number of angle of incidences, okay? There may be 1 or 2 that you have to calculate. How you can calculate? So find C here. So sin C equals to 1 by root 2, that means C equals to what? 45 degree. If C equals to 45 degree, what is this angle? So this deviation is pi by 2 minus 45, so again you will get what? 45 degree, okay? Pi by 2 means 180, sorry 90 minus 45 equals to 45 degree, okay? So here for deviation 45 degree, so this is what the maximum deviation in refraction. What they are asking deviation 30 degree. For deviation 30 degree, number of angle of incidence. So if this is 45, so 30 degree will come somewhere here. So if this is the 30, so how many angle of incidence will come? One will come here, so another will come here. So I1 and I2. So number of angle of incidences, so equals to what? 2. Or if they give delta equals to say 60 degree, number of angle of incidences. So if this is 45, so 60 will come somewhere here, okay? So for 60 degree, so what will happen? For 60 degree, so angle of incidence is what? Angle of incidence is only 1. So for 60 degree deviation, number of angle of incidences is equals to what? Only 1, okay? So with the help of this graph, we can get the number of angle of incidence. Where we can see this total internal reflection is in hot summer days in the deserts. So what will happen? The air layers very much closer to the Earth's surface. So air molecules will get the more heat energy because of incoming heat rays and reflected heat rays. It will get the more heat. So what will happen? Their kinetic energy increases. So this will become what? Rarer. So as compared to this one, this is also rarer as compared to this one. So it go on denser. Okay. So what will happen? The density is increasing as you move above the surface of deserts or sand. So what will happen here? If there is a tree, okay, so light rays reflected from the trees entering the Earth's surface. What will happen? While entering the Earth's surface, it is coming from denser to rarer medium. So when it is coming from denser to rarer medium, if here angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, so what will happen? Suddenly it will reflect. So for a person standing here, he seems, for him it seems to be tree is going to be here, or there is some water, so in that he can see the image of that tree. But usually there is no water, there is no image of the what tree, because of total internal reflection. It seems to be image of tree, and he thinks that there is a water, but in reality there is no water. So this is what we call it as optical. So this is what optical mirage. Okay. So similarly in winter season, if you take the colder areas, so what will happen in colder areas? Here the air molecules will get very less heat, so that is why they will become the denser. Here also it is denser. As you go above the surface of Earth, so what will happen? You will get the rarer medium. Now, as you move above the Earth's surface, so what will happen? Refractive index is decreasing. Here refractive index was increasing as you go above. Here refractive index is decreasing. So here what will happen? Suppose there is a ocean. If suppose there is an object, okay. If suppose there is a object, say there is a boat or something, okay. So what will happen? A ray of light traveling from this one. So what will happen? It is traveling from denser to rarer medium. It is traveling from denser to rarer medium. So what will happen? If at this point, if angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, so what will happen? It will reflect. So for a person standing here, this ship is or boat is seems to be at this point. So you can see his image above the surface of the Earth. So this is what we call it as looming. Usually happens in winter season in the colder regions. Okay. So this is what the natural phenomena which you can see total internal reflection. Similarly, artificially very important is optical fibers. So okay, so in optical fibers you can see the total internal reflection. Okay, so in optical fibers what will happen? So there is a two refractive indices. So this is what say N1 and N2, and there is one more. You can take it as sorry N1 N1, and this is what N2. So this is what called test core, and this is what the clamp. Okay. So when a ray of light entering from here, always N2 is greater than N1. Means refractive index of core is always greater than refractive index of clamp. Okay. So that is why here, if angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, so what will happen? Ray will get total internal reflection, so it will come outside. Since there is no refraction through the spherical surfaces, so what will happen? The intensity of light coming out of the fiber is 100%, you can say. It is not going to lose intensity. So that is why optical fibers are taking the important role in the communication. Okay. So and apart from this one, if you want to get the 90-degree inverted ray, suppose if you take the prism of say 45 degree angle and 45 degree angle, this is 90 degree. When a ray of light incidence here, so what will happen? This will get reflect. Okay. So because if this is 45 and this is also going to be 45, for the glass what critical angle for glass is what 42. So angle of incidence is what greater than the critical angle, so it will get reflect. So light coming here is what totally what deviated by the 90 degrees. So if you want to deviate the ray by 90 degrees, you can use the total internal reflection. Or suppose if you want to get the 180 degree turn, suppose this is what say this is 45 and this is 45, okay, and this is what going to be 90 degree. So what will happen in this case? You can take like this. So what will happen in this case? A ray of light entering here will get total internal reflection. Again it is coming back. So here what will happen? Deviation will be a 180 degrees. So to turn the ray of light by 180 degrees, so here also you can use the total internal reflection application. Okay, TIR. Similarly, if you take the another example, again what this is 45, this is 45. Instead of entering the ray perpendicular to the base, if you enter the ray parallel to the base, so what will happen if two rays enter here? Okay, A and B. So what will happen? A ray of light will come here, it will come here, and again it will get total internal reflection. So this will come outside. So A is coming to the bottom and B is going to top. Okay, A is coming to bottom and B is going to top. So what is happening here? You are getting the inverted image of AB. So to get inverted image, you can use the total internal reflection application. Okay. So we'll take a simple example so they can ask the question. Suppose you are having a medium of say some refractive index. Okay. So suppose what they will ask, what will be the refractive index? What will be the refractive index so that ray should not emerge from curved surface. Okay. So what should be the refractive index so that ray should not emerge from the curved surface? Means it should not come from here. That means what? If a ray of light coming from here, so it should not come here, means it should get total internal reflection. Okay. So they are asking what should be the refractive index of medium to internal reflection takes place. Okay. So what will happen if suppose this is a normal, so take angle of incidence as alpha. So if this is alpha, this is going to be what? Beta. Okay, if that is beta, so this is what? This is 90 minus beta. Okay. So now for internal reflection to take place, this angle of incident, that is 90 minus beta, 90 minus beta should be greater than what? Should be greater than critical angle of the medium. So sin 90 minus beta should be greater than what? Should be greater than sin C. That means cos beta should be greater than what? Sin C means 1 by n, 1 by refractive index. Okay. So now, so cos beta we have to calculate. For that, apply Snell's law here. If you apply Snell's law here, what will happen? Sin alpha, that is, this is the A medium, so take 1 equals to refractive is n. So this is what? Sin beta. So sin beta equals to sin alpha by n. But here we are having cos beta, we don't have sin beta. So you can replace cos beta by root of 1 minus sin square beta should be greater than what? Should be greater than 1 by n. Okay. Now replace sin beta by alpha, because angle of incidence is what? Alpha. So what we can write? So root of 1 minus, so sin square beta, so you can write it as sin square alpha by n square should be greater than 1 by n. So now what will happen? Root of n square minus sin square alpha should be greater than 1, because n will get cancelled. So what will happen? This root is there for both sin square by alpha and n square. Okay. So now squaring on both sides, what will happen? N square minus sin square alpha. N square minus sin square alpha should be greater than 1. So n square should be greater than 1 plus sin square alpha. So n should be greater than root of 1 plus sin square alpha. Okay. What should be the maximum angle of incidence? Maximum angle of incidence, that is alpha equals to what? 90 degree. If you substitute alpha equals to 90 degrees, so what will happen? This should be greater than root 2. Okay. So this is what the refractive index for which TIR will take place all the time. If refractive index of this medium is greater than root 2, for any angle of incidence, what will happen? TIR will take place. Means ray will not come out from the curved surface. Okay. So similarly, if we see another example of similar example, suppose you are having 3 mediums. Okay. Say here refractive index is root 2 and here refractive index is 2, and this you can take refractive index as root 3. Okay. So they may ask, what is the angle of incident so that reflection will take place from both sides? Here also it is rarer medium, here also it is rarer medium. So they are asking what should be the angle of incidence so that reflection will take place from both the sides. Okay. So for first, what will be the critical angle? For first, critical angle will be, so what is the critical angle? Say critical angle is sin C equals to 1 by n, or n1 by n2, n1, so n2 by n1. So sin C equals to what is n1, n1 is 2, so n2 is root 2. So what will happen? C equals to sin inverse of 1 by root 2. So C equals to what? 30 degrees. So for this interface, so C will be what? C will be 30 degrees. So angle of incidence should be greater than what? 30 degree for reflection to take place at this point. For first, for refractive index is 2 and root 2. Okay. So similarly, if you see here, so what is critical angle for this one? Sin C is equals to, again, root 3 by 2. So C equals to what? Sin inverse of root 3 by 2, that is, say, 60 degree. So for this surface, so angle of incidence should be what? Should be greater than 60 degree. Now, what should be your answer? It should be greater than 60 degree or greater than 30 degree. If it is greater than 30 degree, TIR will take place for this interface. If this is 30 degree, this is also going to be 30 and this is also going to be 30. At this point, TIR will not take place if angle of incidence is just greater than 30 degree. So what will happen? Because its critical angle is what? 60 degree. So here ray will get refract. Okay. Instead of that one, if angle of incidence is greater than 60 degree, So what will happen? This is also greater than 60 degree and this is also greater than 60 degree. So angle of incident should be greater than 60 degree. Then only reflection takes place from both the mediums. Okay. We'll take one more example. Suppose you are having a slab-like structure. So a ray of light incident here. After that, what will happen? It will. This is what denser, so it will bend towards the normal. So after incident at this point, it is just grazes, means it is making 90 degree from the outside. Okay, means angle of reflection is 90 degree. So by giving this much, what they will ask? They are asking both refractive index as well as critical angle. Okay, they may give sometimes, you know, the angle of incident is equals to say some 45 degree or 30 degree, whatever like that. Suppose as of now I will consider angle of incidence is not given only. I want to derive a general formula for that. So this is what angle of incidence I. If this is angle of incidence I, this is going to be R. Okay. So this is to 90. That means this is what 90 minus R. Okay. So what will happen? 90 minus R. So at this point, apply Snell's law. Sin I. This is to E. You can take it as 1. This is refractive index. You can take it as N. So 1 sin I equals to N sin R. Okay. So what you got is you got sin I equals to N sin R. Okay. So similarly apply here. For this point, how you can apply? This is what critical angle. So N sin 90 minus R equals to. So this is what 1 sin 90. So what you got? N cos R equals to. This is going to be 1. Okay. Now square and add these two. If you square and add these two, what will happen? So you can take this on this side. So you can write it as n square sin square r plus n square cos square r equals to 1 square plus sin square I. Okay. So this will become what? This will become n square equals to 1 plus sin square I. So n equals to what? N equals to root of 1 plus sin square I. This is what the n. So if you want critical angle, it is simple. So critical angle is equals to what? Sin C equals to 1 by n, that is 1 by root of 1 plus sin square I. Or from here on you can take n equals to what? N equals to 1 divided by cos R. But R is what? R is sin of I divided by n, whatever. So from by knowing the angle of incident, you can get both refractive index and critical angle as well. Okay.